What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chino Ball, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about the Brooklyn Nets potential trades and what I think about it. What I think that the Brooklyn Nets should do with the trades with Bradley Beal, involving Bradley Beal, and what trades do I think would go well with Bradley Beal's trade, and if it's a smart or good deal. If I really think this would be great for the Brooklyn Nets, if I think that they'll win championship or not. I just want to say, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please watch the full video. And in the video, we're just going to be talking about Bradley Beal and what smart trades and what head coaches and what the Brooklyn Nets should do in the future with the Nets, and when I think that the Nets should trade for Bradley Beal and if they should or should not. Just please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, subscribe with post notifications, leave a like down below, comment down below any new videos, any new NBA, basketball, baseball, anything, football, whatever you guys want. And just please, if you guys want to donate to the channel, go and click on my channel, then you go to about on my channel, and then after you'll see my PayPal. And just please watch the full video. Please like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below any new videos, and just watch the full video. Let's get into today's video. Let's go. Who I think the Brooklyn Nets should trade is, if they're going to trade for Bradley Beal, first of all, I think they should trade Spencer Dinwiddie. That's one, if anything, because he might leave, like what he said, he's going to do a little charity. Whatever team they want him to go to, he'll go to. So Spencer Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince, and maybe somebody else. Anybody else for Bradley Beal. And you could just include a first-round pick right there. Or 2 first-round picks, protected ones. You trade Taurean Prince and Spencer Dinwiddie and a protected first-round pick and 1 second-round pick. Right there. Perfect right there. Because both of those players this year have been, well, Taurean Prince has been, he's been bad this year, but he's gonna get better over time. He's still young, so I think that Spencer Dinwiddie would be a great trade for them. Like, that's a great asset for them. And Bradley Beal for the Brooklyn Nets would be great. Caris LeVert coming off the bench. We have Chioza now stepping up as a point guard, a great point guard. And he came from the G League Development League, and as you can see, he is doing way better. He is carrying his team too, off the bench. And I just love that about this team. The Brooklyn Nets are developing into a great team. They have the great coaching staff and everything. So what I'm saying is that if you're gonna trade anybody, trade Spencer Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince, and a protected first round pick and a second round pick. This would be a smart trade, because if you really think about this, Taurean Prince is a waste of cap. He has too much money. And Spencer Dinwiddie said in his charity post that whatever team they want him to go to, like the Lakers for instance, he will go to it. And it's just, what I'm saying is that those are two caps that could match Bradley Beal. And if you include a first round pick, a protected one, which the Brooklyn Nets could still have protected first round pick, this will be smart for the Brooklyn Nets. And a second round pick you just throw in just for the fun of it. So what you can do is you could just trade for them, and then you get Bradley Beal. He's on a 2-year contract right now. He's making two years, I don't know the exact amount, but 2 years left on his contract he just signed. And I believe if this would be the starting lineup right here and the bench. So starting lineup, if Bradley Beal he gets traded to the Brooklyn Nets, starting lineup would be Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal. Those are 3 All-Stars right there, right? Kevin Durant, 3 All-Stars, right? And then you just put any power forward you guys want. Wilson Chandler. No, actually, no. No, small forward is going to be Joe Harris. Then, you know what it's going to be? Then it's going to be Kevin Durant. Then it's going to be DeAndre Jordan. Then off the bench is even crazier. We got Chioza. We got LeVert. We got Jarrett Allen, man. TLC. We got more people off the bench. That's good. That's basically the Charlotte Hornets starting lineup. So you're going to tell me that the Brooklyn Nets are going to make a stupid trade and trade their young core for somebody that you could trade just easily right there, Spencer Dinwiddie, because he's a great asset. He still has like 2 years to 3 years on his contract. And you trade Taurean Prince, a waste of cap, the guy that's not really doing good this year. He's still young, and he could still develop into a good player. Put him at small forward, power forward, whatever you want to do. He's a great defender. He's kind of a good scorer, but this year he has been playing really bad. And Spencer Dinwiddie has been having 20 points this year consistently, carrying the Brooklyn Nets. is crazy. So what I'm saying is, if you're gonna trade anybody, trade Spencer Dinwiddie, Torian Prince, protect the first round pick and a second round pick. Great trade just for Bradley Beal right there, straight up right there. And the bench and the starting lineup would be amazing for the Brooklyn Nets. So what I'm saying is gonna be a great trade if you do that. And if you just don't trade your young stars, you're perfect, all right? Because you still have rising stars that are doing good. Jalen Hands, I think that's his name. He's in the G League. He could come up and play with the Brooklyn Nets. We had Chioza. He's really doing good. He has a little bit of experience. He played in the Washington Wizards before. And he played in the G League. We have Theo Pinson, the best dancer in the NBA. And that's all we need right there, man. Rodion Cruz, he's doing good. He just didn't get any minutes this year. Last year, he got great minutes. And he played great. He averaged like 10 plus. And he was good. So what I'm saying is just don't trade your young assets. And so what I'm going to be saying for this one is that the Brooklyn Nets, the trade assets that they need to get Bradley Beal is it's in the middle, but I feel like the Nets will win this. But I'm gonna tell you guys more in the other segment, like what I'm gonna say next. But what I think is that, what I believe and what I know is that they're gonna maybe most likely trade Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert right there, and maybe like a first round pick. So since Washington needs a young core, they might try to get some Jarrett Allen too, which I love, which I do not want them to get, which I do not want the Nets to trade, because if DeAndre Jordan's there, he can mentor Jarrett Allen. And if they're smart enough in any way, shape, or form, I feel like they should do this in the middle of the season, the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So in the middle of the season, I want them to do it next year, because if you do this, if you let the Brooklyn Nets play together and see how they do, as a squad, as a team, as everything together, you will see the progression from the team and how they doing. And like, this would be amazing for the Brooklyn Nets. So what I'm saying is, imagine KD and Kyrie leave and DeAndre Jordan too. What are you gonna have after that? And the Nets are gonna go back to that same old team. So what I'm saying is, if you keep Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, most likely, if you want to trade Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm fine with it. You should trade Spencer Dinwiddie, Torian Prince, and 2 first-round picks. And if you do that, I should say, like, first-round picks for now, protected ones. So if you trade Karis LeVert and Jarrett Allen, what's gonna be your young core? What's gonna be your young core? Especially if you trade Spencer Dinwiddie, your young point guard too. He's 26 years old and he's balling out, 20 points per game off the bench. No, he's been starting this year because freaking Kyrie wasn't playing at all. So you know what happened? He took the responsibility of playing, and you know what happened too? Kyrie, we started losing more games, Brooklyn Nets, and without him, we're doing way better. So I'm saying is, if you get, and there's no KD too, all right? So imagine that. So imagine KD and Kyrie, Karis LeVert, or instead of that, Bradley Beal, Torian Prince, all of them, starting lineup. If you put that starting lineup, and the bench is good too. So you could start, look, this could be your starting lineup next year, right? So your starting lineup next year can be Kyrie Irving, Karis LeVert, Kevin Durant. Power forward, you can have Wilson Chandler. You just need to get about like a better power forward. And center DeAndre Jordan or Jarrett Allen, whichever. Off the bench, great story right there. We got Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. Who else do we got? The starting lineup, it would be point guard, Kyrie Irving, shooting guard, Karis LeVert or Joe Harris, small forward, Joe Harris, power forward, it would be Kevin Durant, most likely, that would be the starting lineup, or if anything, they'll put maybe Karis LeVert off the bench, and they'll maybe put DeAndre Jordan at center, just for the fun of it, because they have a great relationship, all of them, and, so what I'm saying is that off the bench would be good too. You have Spencer Dinwiddie. If not, you have Karis LeVert off the bench too. You got Torian Prince. Who else? Wilson Chandler, Jarrett Allen. Like, that team is good. TLC, Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot. He's good too. They're developing into a great team. So what I'm saying is, why would you trade those players that you know that could still be good and young? Karis LeVert could be a Bradley Beal on the team. He could be the third option. He is the second option on the Brooklyn Nets right now. Obviously, Spencer Dinwiddie's number one right now because he's just a great scorer. And Karis LeVert just went for 51 this year against the Boston Celtics. So what I'm saying is that if you're going to keep anybody on your team, you should just keep that young core. If anything, you want to trade Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm fine with that since he has a lot of cap. If you want to trade Torian Prince, you could trade him away since he has a lot of cap and he has not been playing good this year. So if you want to trade those guys, you could trade them away, those two, and 2 first-round picks, protected first-round picks. So what I'm saying is that you could keep the potential future for the Brooklyn Nets, and maybe they could do way better. What if KD and Kyrie do not want to stay on that team anymore? What are you gonna do? What are you really gonna do? You seen what happened with the Boston Celtics? Kyrie left, and you know what happened? They got Kemba Walker and everything, so they're doing way better. Jason Tatum's starting to do better. Jaylen Brown's starting to do better, and this team is gonna develop into a better team. So what I'm saying is that the Brooklyn Nets should next year they should go into the season, and then when it's trade deadline, you make that smart decision. If you want to trade your young core or keep your young core. For Bradley Beal, that's on a 2-year contract. He could lead the team, obviously. What if they don't win the championship right there? Huh? Tell me. Because the Nets are 7th right now with no KD or Kyrie. And you telling me that? Come on. So the Nets could still be a great team. And interim head coach Jack Vaughn, he's doing great, man. Like, we won 3 games. We beat the Los Angeles Lakers, and they were on their hot streak. And I forgot what other team that we beat, but we beat some great teams. And a great potential head coach, Ty Lue. Who's another one? The Mark Jackson. Like, these are great head coach names. And this would be great because Ty Lue has great experience with players. He coached LeBron, Kyrie. They have a great relationship together. So KD, in my opinion, I think when healthy, he's better than LeBron. So what I think is that if you want to trade those assets on that team, you got to see how they do first as a team, collectively. So you have to see how that team goes, that coaching staff goes, the whole team goes. So if you're in the middle of the season, you determine if you want to trade them or not. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm be saying is for the head coaching staff, who I think should be the Brooklyn Nets head coach, I think it should be Ty Lue, Mark Jackson, or just one of those two, right? Or you could just keep Vaughn. So what I'm saying is that the interim, you could keep him too, all right? So what I'm saying is that Ty Lue is a great coach, all right? He's a great coach. He had great experience in the finals and everything. Came back 3-1, and he won the NBA Finals with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. Right there alone, he could develop players into good players. So you know that he played with LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love. So he already has a great relationship with Kyrie. So they're going to be great, man, together. They already know each other, great chemistry. And Kevin Durant? Are you kidding me? One of the best players in the world? He can handle that. The Brooklyn Nets can win the championship. I believe they could, and I know they would. Because the Brooklyn Nets have a great chance of winning the championship. So if they do not win the championship, I believe that Kevin Durant might be injured, Kyrie might be injured, but no matter what, they could still make it to the finals. But I do not know if they just need that one extra piece just to do good. And I believe that since Kyrie has told the media that he just wants to keep certain people on the team, like Garrett Temple, KD, Kyrie, DeAndre Jordan, Taurean Prince, and so on, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert. No, not Karis LeVert. He wants to keep certain people. That's maybe going to want to push Sean Marsh to trade the people away since he wants to have a way better relationship with Kyrie. So I feel like that's going to be stupid. But what you got to do, you got to do. But you're not going to trade any of those young stars if you will be smart. You will make different types of trades, run around the trade. You try to see what you could do with it. Check any offers. You just don't do the Billy King. Don't keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing for young, stupid things that you did. You traded Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Garnett, and Jason Terry. These are all old people that left the Brooklyn Nets the next season. And where did we go? Nowhere. Just third round, right? Third to second round. And what did that do? Nothing, all right? So what I'm saying is just be smart as a GM, please. Like, you have been smart for the longest. Hire a great head coach. Hire whatever, man. This would be amazing. So please do that. And I just want them to make smart decisions. So please just do that. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, I'm begging you guys to like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. And if you guys want to donate to my channel, just please click my channel and then go to about, and then you'll see my PayPal. If you guys want to donate, you guys could do that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. This is amazing. I thank you guys again, and we're gonna be out. Peace.